I said, what's going on with this girl? I says, here's her Christmas list. She wants things that she really should have by now. So this is not good. And she said, okay. She said, I'll find out. She said, okay. So she made a phone call to the girl's mom. And the mom told her that the dad had left just the day before and said if she wants to see a Christmas tree, she can come to my girlfriend's house. What a rotten thing to do, right? It was awful. And I said, well, I said, my wife and I had talked about this, and that little girl's gonna have a treat tomorrow. So my wife saddled up. She went out. She got a Christmas tree. She got ornaments. She got one that was already pre-lit so that it would light up for her. All she had to do was plug it in because she was a single mom with 3 children. And the teachers jumped in on this too. That's why I want to share it because they also jumped in on it too. There are two there, and one of them said, "Okay, I'll take care of that. I'll get you some things to bring there tomorrow." I said, "Okay, I'll meet you in the parking lot at the school grocery store." So I met her at the grocery store. I got the things in the parking lot. They were all wrapped in presents, and I was dressed as Santa again, but a little bit more like a working Santa, almost like now where you don't see the big old getup. And off I went. I loaded up the truck and went there, and I did have my hat on. And I went in the home and knocked on the door, and the mom said it was okay that I'd come. So I showed up at the door, and she come to the door, and I went in, and I said, "Okay, well, I've got something for you." And the little girl was there, and she said, "Santa, you were wearing white gloves yesterday." I said, "Well, today Santa's working, so he's wearing black gloves." So I said, "Okay, well, I gotta get something." So I went in, went to the truck, came back, brought out the tree, threw the tree on the floor. So there it is in box. Oh, thank you, thank you. I said, "Wait, there's more." And went back out to the truck. Then I came back in with what I could carry as far as the presents went. And we had a present for the mom, some nice stuff that she could use. And we had immediate presents like socks and coats for the child. And then we had stuff for the baby too, because there was a baby as well. And they're all loaded up. I said, wait, one more thing. And I went back out and I came back in and I had the other stuff that was for her. And before I left, I said I took off my hat, and I always carry these gold coins. I always do. It's what I do. I carry them around my pocket now. Anyway, and I gave him all. I gave him the 3 coins, and I said, just because you were very nice, and you're going to have a good Christmas. And then I said bye bye, and I left. And then when Christmas time came around, 2 weeks later, the teachers also